Pro Tunes.
Hey, what's up out there? Welcome to Toon Tuesday once again, where every Tuesday we do a little cartoon. And, it's the capped, but, got a little confession to make. I'm not wearing a cap right now. Every now and then, you gotta get your cap off. Know what I mean? Anyway, as you can see, I am not making a, character design this time. And, all of the other Toon Tuesdays were character design, so this time I'm changing it up, and I'm actually making a building, as you can see. Now, already by this rough draft, you can probably tell that it looks like a 50s diner, and that's what it is. I've always been a fan of 50s diners. I love the way they look. I love the lights and the coloring and stuff. To my knowledge, or to my memory, I should say, I don't think I've ever been to one. Though I'm sure a lot of them got refurnished and renoed so that they don't look like that anymore. And I heard that a lot of them died out because all the lights and stuff cost a lot of electricity, so they either renoed it or made it something else. But anyway, I'm drawing a 50s diner. Many of you have probably seen music videos that take place in a 50s diner, and this is a common place. Like, there's this one 50s diner that a lot of people shoot music videos in, and it's always the same one. So keep an eye out for that. I can't really think of any right now, but I think Cee-lo Green's one song, the one of his big songs. What was it now? Crap, how come I forgot? I can see the music video in my head, but I can't think of the song. I have it, and I listen to it every now and then. Man, I can't think of it. What the heck, man? I'm trying to remember how it goes. Oh, I remember now. Jeez. I see you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, forget you. Hoo-hoo-hoo. That song has it. I think there was a Bella Thorne song that took place in there. Maybe that Sean Kingston song. Was it Sean Kingston? Is that his name? The one that goes, them all these beautiful girl. Oh, how about that one music video by that one girl? The I want you back, I want you back, I want you back. That music video. That takes place there too. There's another music video that I'm thinking of. I think there's a music video done by like YouTubers or something. Like maybe those twins, Nikki and Gabby. Man, there's a lot of videos that take place there. I don't know why it took me so long to remember that friggin' Cee-lo Green song. I actually like that song. They see me driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, forgetting you. Hoo-hoo-hoo. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. And the original version is F you. I'm not a swearing kind of guy, so don't expect any swearing from me in our videos here. But yeah, that's the original lyrics. And I don't know why I didn't know it before. I mean, I heard the FU version like pretty soon afterwards. But there's some songs where like you can piece it together where like you know it's the F word. Like I think the Black Eyed Peas, the original version of Don't Funk With My Heart, pretty positive that was the F word at first. But anyway, as I was saying, the 1950s diner thing, yeah, it's this for some reason it's this like happening place where people shoot videos in there. I don't know if it's like a running thing or if it's just like for props at this point for people to rent, but I see it all the time in different kinds of videos. People always shooting there. They should probably pick another location, because like people are going to catch on and be like, or people already have probably, but people are going to be like, hey, this is the same place, man. This isn't the only 50s diner in the world. But I mean, I don't suppose there are too many of them anymore, especially ones you can just like shoot videos in. I don't know what the contractual obligations is, but I've always been a big fan of 50s diners. They always look so cool. I like all the different colored lights, and I like the idea that like back in the 50s there were like a lot of different ones lined up. That's really cool. And then they have like different colored lights and different kinds of looks, and they looked really funky. It almost seems like they tried to make it look kind of like futuristic looking, but it's like a retro futuristic kind of look. It's kind of there's the thing, like there's always this like retro futuristic look nowadays. Like there's like this like look that's supposed to be futuristic, but you can tell that it was done by like a long time ago, or this is what the idea of futuristic looked like a long time ago, which has changed over time, especially with like sci-fi stuff coming out and stuff like Star Trek and like Star Wars and stuff. I think that really helped give people a new imagination of what the future looks like, but I think people might know what I mean. Anyway, that right there is supposed to be like that type of glass that like you can't really see through, but like it looks funky because it's all like, I don't know how to describe it. You kind of see it oftentimes in the office buildings and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm making this diner, pretty simple cartoon diner. I'm not making too much details into this. It's kind of like cheats kind of thing, where like you can't see through the windows and stuff, and like the quick design on like the metal plating of the building, because for some reason oftentimes diners have sort of that like metal plating thing for I guess like what would be brick instead. Right here I'm making a funky shape because like oftentimes they have this like weird funky shape popping out. Some A&Ws have that because they like to keep it 50s looking sort of. Some of them don't, but actually I remember them renovating it so that it looks more 50s. There's been A&Ws where like it didn't look 50s and they like remade it look 50s, because I'm pretty sure the original design was like 50s looking. Actually, scratch that. I pretty much know it because when you go inside A&W, there's all sorts of pictures and stuff, so that's what that looked like. And then they try to make it look 50s all over again, which is cool. I think 50s Diners has a really nice design. So right now I'm drawing a burger, not the kind of burger that attacks people. Go ahead and watch that video on our channel, When the Burgers Attack. This song my brother and I wrote, because that's the kind of imagination we have. Although I pat myself on the back because that was just sort of a random idea, a random theme I randomly came up with. I don't know why. I don't know what's with the ideas, but I like how random I am. I'm just a random person. When the Burgers Attack. What did I think about that? I think I just like to think crazy outside the box sometimes, but not too crazy outside the box. But like funny outside the box. I feel like burgers attacking people is something that people would want to see. I guess maybe that's why I did that. I don't know. But yeah, got that funky shape, got that like burger up there. I think it's funny when restaurants and stuff like that have little statues or whatever. Just recently there's this food truck nearby my place, and they had this big blow up french fries. No, big blow up poutine or poutine for wherever you're from. Yeah, there's this big blow up poutine. I wanted to take a selfie by it, but then I didn't do it. Then the next day when I wanted to, the food truck people took it down, I think. Or no, it wasn't blowed up anymore. There was no air in it. But no big deal. I didn't take a selfie, but I wanted to, because I'm not really much of a selfie guy. I mean, selfies are cool, but I want it to be like there's like a theme, and if there's no theme, I'm not like inspired to take a selfie. Like, it's just kind of lame to me if it's just a picture. So I like to take a picture with some sort of a theme. You know, every now and then I like to take pictures that are just like nice pictures, like, oh hey, making memories. But yeah, I'm really interested in taking pictures with like some sort of theme. That's what I go for usually if I take a selfie. But anyway, seems like I'm making a fence here, and God bless layer programs, you know, just throwing stuff behind. You just kind of move it around. I wonder when layer-based programs started. Probably somewhere in the early 90s. If there was some in the 80s, you know, probably, but like art-based maybe wasn't the first thing. I don't know. But it's really cool that such a thing exists. Making grass, making just this big solid square. And you mess around with the perspective so that it looks like it's popping out a bit. You got like a walkway. Yeah, there you go. The walkway to fulfill your hunger. I hope these guys sell nice burgers in there. I hope they have quality burgers in this joint here. Hopefully maybe they got poutine as well, or poutine. Got some nice bushes here. Make some stylized bushes. I like to make me some stylized bushes. Kind of fun. Just like strategically place squiggles. Yeah, but I hope these guys are in business and are thriving and everything. I hope they sell some good food. Maybe stuff Jughead would like to eat. Honestly, I'm a fan of burgers. I'm half Filipino, half I guess white. I think I have more of a white tongue instead of an Asian tongue. I seem to lean more towards sort of like, I guess what would be considered white food, like burgers and fries, pizza. I prefer that stuff over the Asian food. I'm not actually a big fan of Filipino food. I mean, I like some stuff. I like pancit. But I mean, I don't like fish. I don't like some of the rolls that they have aren't that great to me. But that's just to me. Some people love it. But I like pancit. I like rice. Filipinos like to make this sweet spaghetti. It's like spaghetti but sweet. Like sweet like candy. It's kind of interesting. But interestingly enough, at McDonald's, if you go to the Philippines, you can get yourself some McRice. That's right, McFrickin' rice, man. Want some McRice? Ronald McDonald over there is giving you rice. I think they sell spaghetti there too. They have a complete different menu over there. Yeah, McRice, man. But to me, like, ordering McRice would be such a waste. Like, rice is just a little too mainstream, if you get what I mean, to get at a restaurant. That's something I always take into account. I'm like, that's just too mainstream. I don't want to order that. But something that's kind of mainstream that I would order at a restaurant is salad. I love salad. And I like how, like, well mixed the dressing is. And, like, I just appreciate the effort that someone put in to mixing the dressing very well into my salad. So, like, I get salad every now and then instead of fries. Like, let's say you trade in salad for fries. I do that every now and then. But sometimes I take the fries. I think most of the time I take the fries. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling kind of healthy today. And I'm going to eat myself some salad. And, I don't know, you get this, like, clean feeling afterwards after you eat salad. It's like, That's something that's, I've been falling victim of in recent years. Where, like, eating junk food just makes me feel like muck. And it's like, it just makes me feel like not worth it. Like, the muck feeling lasts longer than, like, eating the actual food. Also, here's something interesting about food that includes me very much. I have a mentality and a saying along with it when I eat, like, say, popcorn or, like, french fries or, like, chips. 1 chip tastes the same as 5 chips. So if you eat one at a time, it lasts longer. So, like, my buddy of mine, he's, like, eating french fries and he's, like, shoving a bunch in his face at once. And I'm like, hey, man, how about eat 1 fry at a time? Because it lasts longer, and that means the taste will last longer. And it's, I guess, in some sense, makes the most out of your money. And he didn't care. He was just like, yeah, and just kept munching away. I have a hard time doing that with popcorn. Maybe because popcorn's small. I mean, I don't eat one cereal flake at a time, per se. That'd be kind of weird. That would take a long time. So, when it comes to popcorn, I'm a little messy with that stuff. Here's another thing about food, considering that, I'm talking about popcorn right now. And people at the movie theaters were impressed by me every now and then when people see me. They're like, oh, this is something that I do. I probably didn't invent it, but if I did, cool. Which it's not likely. But here's the thing that I do when I go to the movies. If I get popcorn, which a lot of the times I don't because it's expensive. Yeah, and I'm the kind of guy who sneaks stuff in. But that's just something that me and my family has always done, especially my dad. But if you take popcorn and you go to the butter nozzle thing, stick a straw in your popcorn and then shoot the butter into the straw. It will go all the way to the bottom depending on how deep you put it, and then you can pull it up a little bit so it's not as deep. Squirt it again, and then it gets the middle section, because your popcorn eventually gets not as buttery as it gets to the bottom because it fails to soak all the way through. But if you stick a straw in it and then you put it like medium length and then like shallow length, you can get all the different levels, and then you can put it anywhere you want in the popcorn bag. So after you did the middle, you can do the sides and everything like that, and then you you pump the butter into the straw. I guess it depends on what your butter thing looks like. Every single one around here, like in the GTA that I've been to, has looked like this thin snout, and when you shoot it, it can shoot into the straw. But every now and then you get it on your hand, but that's what the napkins are for, so it can get a little dirty. If you're not into that, then, you know, whatevs. But it's a pretty cool technique that I have adopted so that I can get my popcorn all buttery. But then sometimes it backfires on me, because sometimes I eat the popcorn and it's like too buttery. It's like, oh man, I overdid myself. Sometimes I like the popcorn without butter. It's just fine like that. But then, like, some people might be able to relate to this. Sometimes the taste gets like annoying. It's like it tastes good, but like it's like overwhelming or something like that. It's kind of like sometimes I'll eat like a certain kind of brownie that's like too chocolatey, and it's like no, too much. I love chocolate, but like it's just too much. It's kind of like eating a chocolate chip cookie. I like the dough better than the actual chocolate chips. Like, chocolate chips taste good and it complements the cookie well, but honestly, I would want the cookie to be mostly dough. If I can get a cookie that doesn't have chocolate chips at all, like, I'm fine. That's great. In fact, I maybe even prefer it. I just love the dough. And then too many times, like, for example, like at Subway, you get like the cookie with like the nice chewy dough, not like the crispy, crunchy kind of dough. And then they tend to have too much chocolate chips in it, and it's like, oh man, they couldn't have toned it down a bit on the chocolate chips. Get like all kinds of guck in your teeth and stuff. When you eat that stuff, you gotta commit. You just gotta be like, okay, I know I'm gonna get stuff in my teeth. I'm gonna have to dig this all out later. But it's okay. Eating cookies is a great experience. Also, drawing diners. I kind of like how I made the lights using the gradient tool. It's kind of cool. I made the sky kind of like evening-ish. I wanted it to be a little bit more nighttime, but I'm like, never mind. I decided later that I wanted it to look a little more evening-ish. I like evening skies. They're pretty to look at. Kind of like when Ponyboy and Johnny from The Outsiders, they like looking at the sky. Yeah, the sky's so cool, man. I like all the cool lights, all the cool things that the sun creates and everything. It's interesting how many different colors you can get from the sky. Yeah, get some shading going on there. I'm glad I thought of that. Sometimes I forget about stuff like that. I wish you can make... Maybe I'm not creative enough, but sometimes I wish I can make like more gradients on like one piece to like... on just like a solid piece, but it's like kind of hard to do. I'm not sure if you get what I mean. But that's the basic look. Funny thing, I didn't really name the diner or anything, I just named it Diner. It's not like Bob's Diner or something something diner or whatever. Yeah, just straight up Diner. Anyway, thanks for watching. Once again, I hope this diner is a hit. You guys can decide if it's a hit or not, if you want to. Maybe this place is a total disaster and there's worms in the poutine. That would suck a lot, wouldn't it? Anyways, once again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Final product, you're probably looking at it right now. And Slate, bye.
Hey guys, I think you should subscribe to my twin friends. They got plans to put smiles on people's faces with wacky imaginations. So please like, sub, and comment, and also don't forget to share and check out the social medias in the description below, like Instagram and DeviantArt. I'm gonna go dog around now, so peace and love, bro dudes and dudettes. Till next time.